Alright, hello everyone and welcome to another 3v3 fastest map on StarCraft Brood Wars Remastered. We're going to go ahead and jump into replay number 361, baby. This is a 20-minute game, just over 20 minutes. Good mix of races and only one Protoss, and I believe that I've seen this guy, LLLLL, whatever, play before, and he's very, very good, and he was Protoss, so I'm interested to see how he does in this game. You can look at his APM immediately. It's hovering around 400. So I think this might be the same guy. He's a pretty good player. So anyways, let's go ahead and look at the teams. Team number one, in the top middle, is I don't even know. He's Zerg, he's green, Go, Otis, so, whatever, I don't know. I'm sure it's some kind of play on words I'm missing, but who the hell knows. Alright, so there's that weird guy with the weird name. Then down over here, in the bottom left corner, all the way down here, is Alt plus F11. He is the blue Terran, kind of like a cool blue color. Then the last player on their team, the orange Zerg, the Prince I Am. Alright, so they got a... Do they have a Protoss Terran Zerg team? No, they have Zerg Terran. Interesting. Alright, let's look at the other team. Here we go. Team number two, this guy with a bunch of L's in his name. He is the Magenta Protoss. All the way at the bottom right corner is his partner, Helzito. He's the yellow Terran. And then right next to him is Yazzer HLC. He is the red Zerg. So Zerg, Terran, Protoss. Oh, so that's a Zerg, Terran, Protoss group there. So that's interesting. Alright, so here we go. Let's go ahead and check out what this guy's doing as we go ahead and look at the APM. As we see this guy up over 100, so is this green guy to his left. Then everyone else hovering between 80 and 40. So if I was looking at, it's pretty hard to tell. It looks like the game's going to be pretty even. And fairly high-paced. So we'll see what happens. Alright, so here comes an early Zerg attack, or Zealot attack. So there this comes. Let's see anything else happening on the board. This is the first thing. Alright, so this guy going around the Sunkens, up. He's going to try to kill the spawning pool. Ooh, that's a nice move. Told you, this guy's real savvy. Look, he even moves the Zealot that's vulnerable off to attack the drones. And now the drones, awfully vulnerable. They're moving down towards the Sunkens. He's trying to keep the Zealots away from the sunken colonies. He's taking out a lot of workers. And look, this guy. This guy's like hiding off of the mineral patch. Because these Zealots are just sort of hanging there. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Like, control of just a few Zealots. In the meantime, he's getting more. Continues to come in, kills a few drones, kills 3 drones, and moves out. This guy's got Zerglings now. He must have gotten those out. When did those come out? He must have bought them right before the spawning pool went down. They took a while to come up. Alright, they do just enough. Alright, so green stabilizes, but he's going to have to deal with Magenta coming again probably very soon. Alright, orange over here, getting his usual stuff going. Blue down here has got a nice little army going, plus he's getting engineering bay up. He's got an academy. He's got some fire bats in the mix, like what he's got going on. Red's already got some hydralists out. Opting to get a little bit of defense early on, an army early on. Then yellow over here with pretty much turtle defense to get his factories up. Okay. So it looks like we're getting ready to sort of enter the next phase of the game. Green's going to be really slowed down now. So that's going to give team number 2 a big advantage. So now we're seeing him get his upgraded stuff ready. He's getting another Nexus going. There's a couple of cannons to make sure a drop isn't going to come in and ruin his day. And he's getting ready to sort of expand his gateways. So all quiet on the Western Front so far. Everyone's sort of macroing up. Green sort of stabilized, but he's really behind in workers, only 19. Blue with only 17 workers. Alright, he gets a missile turret up just in case some cloak stuff comes in. Oh, and he stim packs. Alright, he's on a mission. Oh, here are lurkers at the front of the base, so that's why he was rushing those early hydras, just so he could get lurkers. So he knows what he wants to do. Yellow over here, getting tanks. I really like the way Team 2 is looking. I just think they are looking a little bit stronger. Yeah, Blue just moved forward with the stim pack for like no reason. That was really odd. Okay. Orange really starting to get himself going. Let's go ahead and speed things up just a little bit. Pretty, lackluster start here. Alright, we're at 7 minutes, so we should see some upgrades streaming in. Here's a Dragoon attack range. Here's Vulture movement and upgrades to infantry weapons. You also see Orange getting a bunch of upgrades coming in for their Hydras. Even Green getting upgrades for his their Zerglings. So usually at 7 to 8 minutes, you're seeing a lot of those come in. You're seeing that now. Storm, infantry weapons down here. So it should be really interesting to see what occurs coming up. No one really posturing and doing anything yet. Man, Orange has really got himself a base here. Blue, just sort of sitting around. He's looking like he wants to do some kind of drop. Red, he's got Mutalisks. Yellow, he's got a ton of factories. Not a lot of units, though. And then here is this guy. I told you he's really good at just like getting a lot of production facilities out. He knows what he's trying to do. Got tons of Templar here. I wonder if he's getting ready to do any drops. Alright, so Yellow looking like he's getting ready to move out. I'm interested to see what this guy's doing with his drop ships. Alright, so here comes Yellow. Alright, so things are about to start happening here. Alright, so Yellow is starting to move out on Orange. In the meantime, Blue still trying to see what he's doing with these drop ships. Alright, he's loading up tanks with them. So we're going to keep our eyes on those. Are those going to come in on red, or are they coming somewhere else? Alright, so it looks like, who knows what this is going to do. Alright, so in the meantime, Yellow's just setting up outside of Orange's base. Everyone else is sort of macroing up, getting ready for the assault. Here he comes with the SEV to get some vision down. Alright, they've got this big drop all ready to go. Where are you going to take it? I'm very excited to see. Alright, so continued stalemate. This is very sort of slow goings here. Waiting for an assault. From someone, by someone. Oh, here we go. Oh no, that's just an overlord. Or an observer. Alright, so we see some comm stats coming in. Orange has just got a monstrous base. Look at this. He's been able to sit here and do this. 1-1's on Hydralisk. This is going to be really tough to beat. Alright, here comes Yellow. He's got a really, really nice looking group of guys here. Alright, here comes Blue. This is the vaunted drop that he's been waiting forever to do. Red is looking very strong. Alright, so he comes in here. He will take out these initial Mutalisks, but here come several more. If he was going to do this, I don't know why he didn't drop on the production. Now this is just going to be taken out. Alright, so while that gets cleaned up, here comes Magenta in on green, who again is sort of behind from the beginning. Green actually building over here as well. Interesting strategy. Kind of like that. So he's got some resistance that he's putting up, but these are 1/1 Dragoons. They're going to be hard to take down. I think the Dragoons are pretty good against Hydralisks too. Yep, they're going to take out all those Sunkens. Did a pretty good job thinning them out. Yellow continuing to just sort of keep orange really locked in and at bay. Uh-oh. He sends a bunch of Mutalisks in on blue, but isn't able to get the command center. In the meantime, oh, here he is, sending guys from behind to try to come. Oh, and here he's getting some lurkers out. And he does have detectors, but still, that was pretty good play there. I think the vision, or I think the extra attack range makes the Dragoons be able to take out the lurkers pretty easy once they're spotted. All right, so he sort of shifts them around. He's sending in reinforcements. That was one thing that he was also really good at, is sending in reinforcements over and over and over again. Like, starting to get thinned out. Now he comes back in. Oh my goodness, this guy's insane. So he continues to push in on green. Green's continuing to send. I think it's actually smarter to not send guys in on this base and sort of macro up there. Because look, that's what's happening, is all those guys are getting destroyed by the tanks. Orange has not been able to find his way out. Not quite sure what Red's doing. I guess Red doesn't really have to be doing much of anything. Alright, he's got Guardians now. That's probably going to be what destroys blue. This is a really impressive, like, stronghold by yellow. And just slowly and steadily taking him out. Here comes Magenta on the other base. This guy's got a lot of lurkers, though. He does have detectors. Yeah, now they're at 2/2s. That's another reason why the lurkers are good, but not holding up quite like he had hoped. Man, this guy is just too good. I've been so impressed by the way he's done stuff. Look at that base. I mean, just beautiful. Well put together. Got plenty of defense back here. I mean, this is really like how you want to have it done right here. Extra base here. Just appear. And then look at this guy with all his factories. Alright, here comes red. Alright, so now yellow is just sort of pinned orange in. Orange is sort of sitting here. I kind of feel like orange should be doing something. They have all this production. They're just sitting here doing nothing. Alright, you finally get some Guardians up, but that allows red to have time to get Guardians up. Alright, here comes... He's got some Valkyries and some Wraiths. He's got Devour support, though. That's going to make this tough. I think just come in with everything you got, man. He's trying to micro these. He's got all these Marines not doing anything. This guy is not particularly great. Trying his darndest, though. You gotta give him credit. So red pushing in on blue. green finally is taken out. Orange trying to fight his way out with the Guardians, along with Mutalisks as well, but there's just there's missile turrets as well as Goliaths. I mean, this guy is just going to be so hard to get through. He's continuing to say, he's got a barracks there just reinforce. So many factories to reinforce. Here's red just taking out blue with impunity. Blue's got absolutely nothing for this. And then here comes Magenta. We'll just sort of speed this process up. Magenta is like, I'm not going to sit here and watch like you are, Yellow. I'm an action man. And blue finally leaves the game. Orange fighting as best he can. He has 2-2s on Hydralisks. Oh, there come the storms. More storms. Here come the tanks. Here comes an Archon. Here come the Goliaths. I mean, Orange, as impressive as his base is, just couldn't break out, and then here comes Red to kill him from the side. I mean, just masterful. Wow. Impressive performance by team number 2. And finally, Orange taps out and the game is over. Impressive performance. I'm telling you, that guy, this guy right here with all the L's in his name is really, really an impressive player. Did a really good job. Again, green looked like he was pretty good. Stopped him early and then put the pressure on him once he maxed out and just never stopped. I mean, truly amazing performance by that guy. That's the second game I have of his. I hope that I find a little bit more. I was looking through my replays recently, and there's a lot of games where I have the same players numerous times. So sometimes we get lucky and get to see someone who's really good play a couple times in a row. But anyways, thank you for joining me for that replay. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll catch you on the next one.